Good evening. I'd like to welcome everybody here for the speech that I'm presenting that is on starting an independent record label. Now, I have 6 people here that I know that are very interested in starting their own business, not just their own record label. The first step that I would let everybody here know is that you should get a DBA. Now you might ask yourself, what is a DBA? A DBA is a form that is known as doing business as. What is that? It's a form that you will go down to the county clerk, ask them for the form. Once you get this form, anything that you might want to do as far as like your business will be under your name. No one else can use this. It's very solid. Not as solid as getting the LLC, which would involve you actually going down to Austin, and it's just another level, and would involve more than one partner. With an DBA, it's basically just you and yourself. Next step would you would log on if you have computer access, and to get registered with SoundScan. SoundScan is a organization that will keep track of all record sales and merchandising sales that you have. The reason you want to do this is, if you ever heard of the Billboard Top 200 150, they keep track of all of the hot songs in the industry. You want your stuff to be on there, right? If it's not on SoundScan, you have no chance of getting that. They're going to keep track of all your sales and project it, and every week, every record label will have a copy that they can circulate around the industry, and your name is going to be there, so you'll have first dibs when it comes to getting your music heard by other people. Secondly, before you even get to that point, you would also need to get a barcode. Now, normally you might see a barcode on like items like soap, chips, and other items like that, items that are for retail purposes. So once you get your barcode and your DBA and SoundScan, you're not completely a record label yet. After that, you would go out to different venues, because now you have everything set up to sell your merchandise, but you don't have anybody to merchandise. You need artists, you need employees to make the business grow and make an income and increase the bottom line of the company. I would suggest in the Houston area, going downtown, midtown, to places like Stereo Live and Warehouse Live. These places have great independent artists, such as artists that I work with, that I've done shows with, that you can see anytime that you might need. Once you have the artist signed under your label, you would also make sure that the artist is knowledgeable about copyrights. You and the artist should be knowledgeable about copyrights. Copyrights keep your music protected. If it's not copywritten, it can be stolen, it can be redone, and you would never see a penny from your work because you didn't take the time out to protect it. Make sure it's copywritten. Copyrights also come along with lawyers. Like I said, if you don't protect your music, nobody will care. So protect yourself. The best thing to do is to get a lawyer. Also, I would say, after you have everything with that, with lawyers, bring in the contracts, because just like with copyrights, one person might say one thing, another person might say another. If it's in writing, everything will be, I want to say it's completely solid, but you have a better ground to stand on if you're going to go into court and bring charges against another person, to let them know that this guy was working for me, he didn't fulfill his obligation, so take proper action to get the payments, or just, like I said, just protecting your business and employees and everything under the umbrella of the organization. Different type of deals that come with the contracts. Most notably in the music industry right now is something that is known as the 360 deal. 360 deals are very popular in this day and age because right now in the music industry there is a problem with selling music online. There's really no regulations. You might say, okay, we have iTunes. Yes, we have iTunes, but there's also a lot of sites like such as YouTube where people can upload music There's no regulations. Your music can just be out there. So to protect the regulators have come up with these deals on this 360. But they will not only make a profit off of album sales, they can make a profit off of your concert sales. If you go to a concert, the record label might not even fund your concert, but even if you turn a profit, they will take a cut. So it's kind of unfair, but it's industry norm. So if you want to be in this business and have a successful company, these are the practices that you need to go with, and I'm pretty sure that your label will be under the top tiers, such as Bad Boy and others, or 5-star music, such as my own. If there's any questions, ask them now.
Yeah, I got a question. Do you need a studio to start a record label?
In this day and age, having your own studio is not necessarily an important thing. Other people, they sell studio time, which can be very expensive. So I would say upkeeping a studio is very costly. What you can do to avoid the cost is just start up your own little setup, which could just be basically a microphone and a way to import the audio from the microphone into your computer, which would be i.e. audio interface. Those, you can get one of those cheaply for around $200 around places like Best Buy, Guitar Center. Any other questions?
Yeah, I got another question. What can a record label offer to an artist?
For a record label and an artist, that is basically a marriage, and everything that comes along with the marriage is supposedly a 50-50 deal. If you need tour dates, you need to go on tour, you need to promote your album, I'm going to be the person that's going to call the venues and say, yo, we have this new artist, it's coming out, nobody knows him, make this way, little pay. You can have this artist come through and make a very big impact. Also, we're going to, besides management and promotion, we're just going to provide more of a family atmosphere for artists to let them know that we're going to support them in everything that they need to do to be successful. Is there any more questions? I appreciate your time coming out tonight to the seminar on how to start an independent record label. All you entrepreneurs out there, go out there, be successful in whatever you do.